Do you have then a rule of thumb, or do you kind of calculate prior to purchasing, okay, this is the rental yield, you actually forecast what the outgoings will be, and then you're looking to at least break even after that pre-tax? Is that kind of the objective?
It is for sure, and definitely more so in the beginning stages. I would heavily focus on that.
Yeah.
Nowadays, not so much.
Yeah, okay.
If I buy something nowadays, you know, if it's negative geared after all expenses by $20, $30, $40 a week, it's not the end of the world. Back then I thought it was. So I've become a bit more relaxed with the cash flow because I realize, you know, you've got to have a balance of cash flow, growth, and for me, I want to buy below market value as well, or below comparable sales as much as possible to get equity inbuilt kind of thing.
Lovely stuff. So you're at 2 now.
Yes.
You've got Central Coast, you got Salisbury in Adelaide. What was number 3?
Number 3 was a small unit. Again, that was about 25 minutes south of Brisbane.
Yeah, cool.
That one I picked up relatively cheap. Like this was about probably 2000. Can't even remember, 2013, 2015 roughly, or somewhere around that. And I picked up that unit for about 105,000, so that was extremely cheap. It was a 1-bedroom, it was very small, but the last sales were like 140, 150, 130, etc.
So how did you get it kind of so much below, what's that, maybe 30% below comparables? Was that, I don't know, maybe a distressed sale or something?
That definitely was. I think it's a combination of things. Like that one, I bought a lot of properties that are offline, off real estate and off domain. That one, funny enough, was actually on the market. But what I've learned over the years is that there's different caliber of real estate agents, like sales agents. Some have the fancy photos, some have the fancy marketing, some are like the no-name kind of ones, some are out of area. That can have a massive impact on what they even list the property for. That as well, based on how quick the owner needs to sell, is what I've realized is like time is money. So that particular owner, they need to sell within like 4 weeks. If they had 4 months, it would have been listed for 20% higher at the minimum. Plus the agent wasn't all there. So
okay. So you was able to understand that this is an opportunity, appreciate the value there, and take action pretty quickly.
100%, yeah.
Lovely.
That one was rented for about $220 per week. Which
we're talking like a 10% yield.
It's like 10, almost 11% yield, which I know they're small figures, but I'm like, that is, you know, if you just magnify that by 10, that's ridiculous return. So like, I wish I bought more of those.
For sure. And how did you pay for the deposit for that one? Did you once again leverage, or was it again the case of working overtime to pay for a deposit out your own pocket?
The third one, that was pretty much savings, That one I did a 20%, which 20% of 105 grand was nothing anyway. It was about 20 odd grand. But yeah, that was really the time after property number 3. I started working 2 jobs at a time. So I'd work full time during the day, and then I was a bartender at night.
And is this entirely for the purpose of, you kind of found something that was providing a good opportunity, you saw the light of that opportunity, and you wanted to grab it by both hands, so you were literally running as fast as you can to continue to acquire?
Definitely.
Definitely. It's like, addictive, right?
It really was. And I like to think that, you know, think of things very logically. And I was like, realistically, I was probably like 22 or roughly around that age. I was like, I've probably got, you know, 5 good years before the kids and the, you know, things. The older you get, the more obstacles you got to overcome.
Serviceability might reduce.
So I was like, I've got to do this now. So that's when I really just like pedal to the metal and started working a lot of hours. And
Lovely stuff.